Yo, what's up, gamers? So, I walked into the break room today and the lights are dim. Not broken, just dim. Which means Gary from IT either found the emergency light bulbs or somebody let him near a theme. There's an unplugged router lying in a shoebox on the table. Candles are all around it, a tiny printed funeral program, and Todd from HR is standing beside the whole thing with the clipboard, looking like he is trying to decide if this counts as grief counseling or property damage. So I'm like, Todd, why does the router have a funeral program? Todd just checks the clipboard and says, Gary said it's not dying, it's transitioning to an offline afterlife. Of course he says that. And that's when it clicks, because Let It Die online service ends on August 31st, 2026, but the game is not just disappearing, it's getting a paid offline edition in fall 2026. So before we dig into the server graveyard, do me a favor, hit like, subscribe, and let me know in the comments down below. Would you pay for a Let It Die offline edition, or should online games get offline versions before their servers shut down? So now I welcome you back to the You Can Buy, the series where we check what still works, what disappears, what the purchase actually means, and whether the fine print is about to crawl out of the server closet wearing a name tag. So let's grab them up, because I'm gonna need your help figuring out if Let It Die is getting real preservation, or if Gary just left us a haunted trailer with downloadable grease. So real quick, for anybody who just walked into the break room and has no idea what this game even is, Let It Die is a free-to-play online hack-and-slash game developed by Grasshopper Manufacturer and published by Gun Ho Online Entertainment. It first released for PlayStation 4 in December 2016, then in Japan in February 2017, and later came to Microsoft Windows in September 2018. But that clean release history does not fully prepare you for what this thing actually is, because Let It Die is also a brutal survival action roguelike where you play as a random fighter climbing the Tower of Barbs, a giant blood-soaked tower in a ruined Tokyo where every floor feels like somebody turned a nightmare into an obstacle course. You fight, you die, you come back stronger, you collect weapons and armor, you upgrade your gear, then you climb higher and get folded by something even worse. That is the loop. Climb, die, improve, climb again. And the whole thing is brutal, gory, and weirdly funny, mostly because the skateboard skeleton named Uncle Death is guiding you through the suffering like this is a tourist attraction with a waiver. That is the game they are trying to keep alive offline. So here's what's actually happening. Let It Die is ending online service on August 31st, 2026. The free online version stops being downloadable on August 30th. But right now the online version is still available on PlayStation and Steam. But once that cutoff hits, the free-to-play online version is done. But there's a twist, the offline edition is planned for fall 2026. Existing players will need paid offline DLC called the Offline Patch to keep playing offline, while new players will have to buy the full offline edition from PlayStation Store or Steam. So the online version is heading out, and the permanent version is becoming something you have to buy. This matters because Let It Die is not only asking, can the game still boot? That is the easy question. The bigger question is, what version of Let It Die are players being asked to buy after the online services ends? The core climb is supposed to survive, but the online economy, currency systems, PvP structure, and live service features are changing heavily. Preservation is not just a title screen that still opens. Preservation is what survives after the online systems are pulled out. The game may be getting an offline afterlife, but we still need to check if that afterlife has furniture, electricity, and a working bathroom. As of right now, there's no official price that has been announced, no confirmed PlayStation versus Steam price difference, and no clear existing player discount beyond the DLC structure itself. The good part is that the offline version is planned as a one-time purchase, with no additional money transactions afterward, and that is important, because Let It Die has lived inside a free-to-play economy for years, so moving to a one-time offline purchase could be cleaner. Could be, but we still need the number. We know the offline version is coming, we know it costs money. We do not know how much money, so right now this is not a buy immediately story. This is a watch the price before Gary starts passing around the donation bucket story. And one more thing, if you're looking at eBay right now thinking a physical Let It Die Uncle Prime Edition disc is a workaround, it is not. Those PS4 copies are still floating around online, but they're mostly Japanese imports, usually somewhere around 40 to over $100 bucks, but that disc is still tied to the original online version. After the server shut down, the physical owners still need the new offline patch DLC like everybody else. No special free conversion has been announced, no magic offline rights hiding inside the case, but at this point those discs are mostly collector pieces. Shelf candy, possibly skeleton flavored shelf candy, but it's still shelf candy. So do not buy the physical copy thinking it saves the game by itself. If you want it for a collection, that's fine. But if you want the playable offline future, the offline patch is still the thing to watch for. Now, for existing players, you need to pay close attention because this is where the break room floor gets slippery. Death Metal and Express Pass purchases were already disabled after the March 2026 announcement, but existing Death Metal balances are only usable until July 30th, 2026. And that is the urgent part. If you still have Death Metal sitting around, that currency is not moving into the offline afterlife with you. It is standing at the exit holding a cardboard box. Paid Death Metal and paid kill coins do not transfer to the offline edition. They are being abolished in the offline version. Refund details for both of these are supposed to be announced after server ends, but the exact refund process is not available yet. So if you still have paid currency, document it, screenshot it, write it down. Do not trust Gary's memory. So the better news, online save data can transfer to the offline edition, but the exact save transfer window will be announced later. PlayStation save data can carry from PlayStation 4 to PlayStation 5 through your PlayStation ID, but there is no PlayStation to Steam cross-save. Your save can survive, your premium currency does not get the same funeral package. Now for Completionists. This part is still messy. There is no final official trophy or achievement statement yet. Community discussion is still speculative. There may be a shared list, there may be a separate offline edition list. Some online department trophies or achievements could become unattainable after shutdown. So here's the safe advice. If a trophy or an achievement depends on online systems, do it before the servers shut down. Do not assume the offline edition saves every completion path. Until official trophy details are clear, treat online trophies like milk in the break room fridge. Do not leave them there and hope for the best, because they might just expire soon. So here's the final verdict. If you're an existing player, log in now. Spend or document your currency, watch out for refund information, watch out for the safe transfer window, and do not assume Death Metal survives. If you're a lapsed player, check your account before the online version disappears. If you have progress or paid currency you care about, do not wait until the server funeral is already over. As for new players, you can still download the free online version until August 30th. But unless you specifically want the final weeks of the online experience, wait for the offline edition price. If the price is fair, this could be a strong preservation move. But if the price is too high, the offline afterlife starts looking more like a cover charge for a funeral. Well, that's all I got. I gotta bounce before Todd from HR approves Gary's router funeral as mandatory team healing and makes everybody sign the condolence card. But before I go, do me a favor, hit like, subscribe for more You Can Buy breakdowns, and let me know in the comments down below. Would you pay for Let It Die Offline Edition? Or should publishers be required to patch online games for offline play before shutting servers down? This is Scruffy the Janitor signing off. Peace out.